On Monday, a new era of Wheel of Fortune. The show's 42nd season will air on our sister station, Como, with a new face alongside Vanna White.
42 seasons. Wow. We're talking about Ryan Seacrest, of course. It was announced in June of last year that Seacrest would take over Pat Sajak's decades-long role following his retirement announcement. Candace McMillan with Seattle Refined joins us this morning. And Candace, our viewers usually know you as the movie guru with what's coming out in theaters and streaming each weekend. But what they probably don't know is you appeared on Wheel of Fortune. So talk with us about what that experience was like for you. Wow.
I know. I'm jack of all trades over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a sophomore in college when I went on Wheel of Fortune. So it's been over, I think, 15 years. But it's still such a memory that I hold on to with so much, warmth. Everyone there was so nice. It was just such a cool experience. And as a 19-year-old, I went up against, I think, a 30-year-old woman and a 50-year-old man. And I did well, and it gave me so much confidence. But a lot of that was because of the people behind the scenes. Pat Sajak was so kind to me. He bolstered my confidence during the commercial breaks. Vanna White came by and said hi to all of us and made sure all of us knew that she was rooting for us. It's just such a family-oriented production, and I think Ryan Seacrest will fit in perfectly with that. I also think, this show has lasted so long because it touches people. I grew up watching the show with my family, and I'm continuing that tradition on with my daughter, who's 6 and can't really read, but insists we watch this show every single night so that we can yell at the screen and see how much money people win. And it's just such a fun bonding experience for the two of us now that I wasn't expecting. And yeah, you can see her there. She's going to be tickled by this. But it's such a cool experience. Have you guys been watching Wheel over the years or with your families?
Absolutely.
Off and on, yeah, not so much, but I love that your daughter is watching it now, and I also loved seeing the old video of you with Pat. That is so cool that you still have that footage. I want to ask, what do you think sparked your daughter's love for the show, and what do you think that says about the future of the show in terms of, I don't know, learning and comprehension? You mentioned she doesn't even know how to read yet, but she knows how to watch. She likes the show, and she gets it.
Yeah, and I mean, this generation of kids has everything at their fingertips. They can watch any show from the past 100 years, by flicking their thumb at the Apple TV. And she's chosen this. And I think that says a lot about what the show is. At its core, it's about competition for sure. And she's, like her mother, very competitive. But it's also about connecting and seeing real people do incredible things. These people are winning real money. They are spinning, they are solving, they're using their ingenuity, and it's something that everyone can relate to, no matter what age you are. And I think that's what people are going to connect with for decades to come. I don't see this show going anywhere. It's pretty much the same from when I started watching it to now. They've changed around a couple of the puzzles. They've added some toss-ups. But otherwise, the format is the exact same. And there she is watching my episode, which is so cool because she didn't know that I was on the show when she discovered the show. And so for me to show her and tell her I did that as well, it's opening up doors for her, I think, to know that she can do anything she wants to, too. And I think that's a great lesson for kids to also realize.
I think we need to get your daughter on the show, too, so she can be like Mama all these years later. That would be kind of fun. I think when the announcement was made about Ryan Seacrest taking over this hosting role from Pat Sajak, a lot of the reaction was fairly positive. Do you think that he has what it takes to fill those massive shoes long term?
Absolutely. I think Ryan Seacrest, he's very well liked in the industry. He's, I think, known as a pretty nice guy. I think I interviewed him once at a red carpet, and he was kind and thoughtful and, never dismissive. And that's what it takes, because you're speaking to America. You're not speaking to celebrities or, really rich people. You're speaking to regular human being American citizens who are there to win money, who are excited to be there, who are nervous to be there. And you need someone like Ryan Seacrest, who has been connecting with people for, decades in his career. He's been doing this forever, since American Idol back in the day. So I think he is the perfect person. If anyone were to take over for Pat Sajak, which is a very tall order, I think Ryan Seacrest is the perfect candidate, and I just can't wait to see how he's how he's going to put his own spin on it.
I have to agree with you. There's no better candidate, no better pick.
Yeah.
He was chosen, than Ryan Seacrest. Thank you so much for sharing your experience on the show, Candace, and all the video of your daughter. That's so special that you all are able to bond over this. And you're right. I mean, he'll be speaking to America.
Right.
They become a part of the family.
That's right.
Pat and Vanna did.
Very cool insight, Candace. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. This is so fun.
Have a good weekend.